Okay. Hi, my name is Crystal, and this is my creative project partial replacement assignment. I will be talking about my project 1 and reflecting on what I did to get the grade that I received. I'll also be talking about my usage of AI, why that is bad, the lack of citations that I needed to use in my project, which I didn't do. I also need to mention I used words I had no understanding of, and using outside sources that were not allowed. I'll be talking about what I hope I could have done better and what I hope to achieve in the future. But the topics I will be talking about is AI and big words, outside sources and citations, reflection of what I've learned, and a conclusion. The uses of AI in my project. These are some examples of words and sentences that I use that I had no idea of how I used them or what they meant. The red is exactly that, and the green is my works cited and in-text citations that were incorrect. I was going to correct them, and I tried searching up the links in the search bar, but they did not come up. Hence is another reason why you should not be using AI, because it makes up information. It pulls information from sources that don't even exist, and it takes away from your capability to do hard work. I used AI in my project 1 to sound more polished and college-like. I wrote a draft but didn't think it sounded great, so I used AI for my structure and my outside sources, which was not okay. I deserved the grade I got because in the assignment it says ensure you didn't use any sources from outside the course in any part of the creative project. Maintain academic integrity standards. The whole project was for me to do my own research from using within the modules that we have learned in creating an art piece, which I did. But to continue on, outside sources. I used a lot of outside sources in my research project, which was not allowed. There's no need to use outside sources when this project was mostly based off an art piece with sources within the materials we learned. We were supposed to answer a question from our humanizing page, questions to consider page, answer it using the page it was cited from, and the materials/readings we learned in the unit. My biggest mistake was to not source the main page we were supposed to source, and it was the humanizing questions page. And for my citations, I used incorrect MLA 9 citations when using the outside sources. And for my reflection, I take full responsibility for my 0 on my project. I blame no one but myself. I thank Professor Berman for giving me another chance so I do not fail the class. I do not usually use AI. I wanted to sound more college-like, which is unacceptable. If I wanted help, I should have asked someone to help. Should have asked a friend or tried harder. I am usually motivated because I believe the saying, hard work pays off, and put all my energy and time into my work because I really do enjoy school. These are the steps that I will be taking before I do an assignment or anything. Step 1. Before reading any assignment or any project, I will read instructions and rubric carefully, fully, and reread them if I am confused or don't understand. Email my professor, so I understand what is allowed in the work course and what my assignment requires. Step 2. I will only use course readings or outside sources if it is needed. I will only use what my professor allows in the modules. Step 3. I will write what comes to my mind and ask friends or professors or anyone to proofread what I need, revise and edit instead of shortcutting to AI. Step 4. If I am confused or do not understand the expectations being asked of me, I will ask my professor and friends before submitting my assignment. Step 5. Make sure to give myself enough time to space out my work and it being submitted on time, rather than pushing it back and being rushed because I thought I had enough time. If I am stuck on something, I should take a break and clear my mind. No matter what happens, education is the most important to me, and I should put my all into it. Moving on to what I've learned. I learned that trying to sound academic with AI affects my learning, showed I cannot handle hard work, and worst of all, failed myself. I also learned the consequences of using AI and not reading an assignment as carefully. I would make sure to follow assignment instructions more carefully and even ask my professor and friend to make sure I got the right idea to help me cite the assignment. I learned that asking for help is better than rushing work that is surely not my work. I will continue to work as hard as I have before and to make sure my work is something I can be proud of. If I need help or more time, I should talk to my professor instead of running to AI to make sure my work gets turned on time. I'm going to be truthful on why I did not finish or why it is not my best work instead of rushing into it. This problem will not happen again in any of my classes or this class. I will work harder than I have before. I should have spaced out my work days so I would have had enough time to finish the project and make sure it is my best work. I will stop taking shortcuts and keep being motivated. If I am stuck on something, I will take a break instead of going to AI and getting distracted. No matter what decision I make, school comes first. For my conclusion, thank you for giving me another chance and thank you for listening and viewing my presentation. I just want to mention that shortcutting to do AI to do your project is not a good idea unless it is unacceptable no matter what. As long as you put in the work and work hard, your progress and effort show. If you get a bad grade on something, remember that is another chance if you show you earned it. Thank you for listening to my presentation and thank you for giving me another chance.